So I wanted to put this video together to show the improvement that a new iRacing member can potentially see over a season or two. I started playing iRacing about 2 months ago, and I have raced in the Skip Barber for 2 seasons now, well, 1.5 seasons. And I wanted to, this week's track is Zandvoort, and so I wanted to look at last season's race at Zandvoort and compare it to how I did this season. The results are quite telling. I'm actually 2 seconds a lap faster this season, and I have it on good authority that this season's Skip Barber is a much slower car, much more understeery. So I just wanted to kind of go through those laps, show you the laps, and hopefully if there's anyone out there who's a bit disheartened with the progression that they're seeing, hopefully they'll be able to look at this and get a bit more hope. So I'm just going to jump straight into the laps now. The first thing to notice is the camera angle. The top lap is from last season and the bottom is from this season. As you can see, the camera angle on the bottom one is much better than the top one. What I'm doing there is I'm lowering the camera in the car of the Skip Barber by about 1 inch. Apparently the camera in the Skip Barber is a little bit too high, so I've played with that and lowered it a little bit. The other big difference, just to mention before we start this off, is that in last season's video I'm using auto blip for the clutch, and this season I am doing lift and shift, and if required blipping myself. If you don't know what that is, lift and shift in the Skip Barber is the fastest way to shift. It's quite a bit faster than auto blip. So yeah, if you don't know what that is, just go and check it out and take a look at that. So right, I'm going to start the laps now and just have a quick look through these and see what happens. So you can already see I'm in a different gear in T1 there. I'm not going down to first this season, just carrying more speed throughout generally. T3 is a little similar, but you can see I'm already ahead in the bottom video, quite a bit ahead. I'm a good half second up already. I'm just more aggressive, just got much better car control. If we check out this apex speed, it's 86 versus 80 on that corner. I mean, it's a big difference. The lines are a little bit different as well. I'm able to hit the apexes a little bit better. Braking a good 2 car lengths later into the chicane there. Again, a different line, just much quicker. Fairly similar through that last section, but just the lift and shift up onto this final straight will definitely be costing it. So there we have it. Okay, so quickly jumping into VRS. On the left here I have the target lap, which is 2020 season 3, and on the right in red I have the season 2 lap. So if I just come off this, I've zoomed in quite far. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Okay, so you can see on the full track it's 1.9 seconds faster. If we go into T1, you can see down here I'm just later off the throttle. Braking pattern is similar, and I'm earlier to get back on the power. These blips are where I'm shifting down. That obviously doesn't happen with the auto blip. T2, T3, again 0.1 through that section. Sector 4 and 5, because I'm carrying more speed out of T3. I'm gaining 0.2 up on the flat out straight. That makes a big difference. T6 here, I am coming off the throttle a lot later. I'm coming off the throttle a good, 50 meters later. I'm also braking this time. I wasn't braking before. T7, fairly similar through T7, still 0.1 faster. I'm braking a bit earlier, so that might, and then bleeding off a little bit, like a little bit of trail braking there, whereas last season no trail braking at all. Turn 8 again, coming off the power a lot later. Turn 9 is pretty similar to last year, last season, not a great deal of difference. Turn 10, 11, the chicane, again, coming off the throttle later, braking later, allows me to gain a fair bit of time. Not much through T12, but T13, again, just gaining all throughout that sector. It's a pretty big difference, to be honest. So obviously your mileage may vary in terms of how much you improve, but I think this is fairly interesting to see the improvement that I've had just over one season.